Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be giving you two looks. You're going to get this in this short bob, and I'm going to show you this in a long hairstyle. I'm going to be showing you the cut and the color to get you where you need to be. Baby, stay tuned. Do you like it long or short? Comment below. Okay, so this is the unit when it was long, and this is the actual video we're going to start off with. I'm going to show you how I got these nice beach wavy waves and this nice tone shade of brown. Okay, our wig sponsor is Myshinywigs. We're going to add a bundle to the lace wig. I'm going to protect the knots with Got2b spray or any hairspray. I'm going to be using a 4NB, and I'm going to mix it with my Shades EQ processing solution. Okay, so I'm going to start in the middle front first. When applying to the root, I'm going to do my rootage. I am going to use these mesh strips. You can purchase them from online, or you can get them from your local beauty supply store. They're like rice paper. People call them different things. I call them mesh strips, but they're really good. I'm using them to keep me from making a mess. If you notice, I am painting the root and bringing the hair forward so that it doesn't get everywhere. I don't want it to be messy. While you're doing this and you're doing a rootage on blonde hair, you want to make sure that you are not picking up too much product at one time. As you can see, it's already turning, and you don't want that to get on other parts of the hair, you know, when it comes to dripping. So I'm only using a small amount on the brush at a time. I'm getting very, very close to the root, but I'm trying my best not to go down to the root, because even though I protected it, it is going to have to process. I don't want it to penetrate and get on the knots and cause me to have to do a lot of work when it comes to bleaching it to get the black or dark color off. If you notice, I did start in the middle, and I'm either going to start on the left or right after I do the middle. This is just so that I keep everything neat. I'm able to fold the hair over without it, you know, getting on other parts of the hair. If you notice, I am still doing the same procedure, making sure you don't press hard with the brush. I'm feathering it out as I go up from the root to the end. I'm not going to go that far. I'm only doing about 1.5 inches, and then I'm going to follow up with another color to blend with the 4NB. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and do the back. I'm going to use a 7NB with equal amounts of processing solution. It was a little fuzzy here. I didn't have another clip, so I had to use this one, and I have it at the bottom so that you can read it. Now I'm going to go ahead and blend the 7NB on down with the 4. I'm blending it together, and you'll see it a little bit better in the back. I'm going to part that off back there so that you can see what I'm doing. So if you look closely, you see the 4 is already there, that 4NB. I'm going to come down with my brush, and I'm going to blend that 7NB with that 4. These are just the colors I chose that I like, and I feel like, you know, I like how they look, so that's why I went with those two, because I wanted a darker root. All right, so once it's processed for about 20 to 30 minutes, then you're going to rinse it. I'm not going to rinse it totally out, guys, because I want to process some of that color onto the ends where the blonde is, the lighter blonde is. And that's going to also tone that blonde hair as well. And you will see that once I do completely, you know, wash it out. I'm actually massaging it all the way to the ends. and then I'm going to let it sit, and I'm going to watch it. I'm not going to walk away because it could end up getting darker. You know, we used a 4 and a 7, so I don't want it to get that dark. I just want to tone it just a little bit. And you see it's still blonde, right? It just knocked off some of the yellowish, okay? So now what I'm about to do is go ahead and style it. If you notice the ends are a little frizzy or whatever, I'm going to cut those. Okay, so I'm just taking my water bottle and I'm preparing to tweeze. If you want to see a full tweezing video, you can click the link above. What I usually do is I either tweeze towards me or you can tweeze back. It's just a matter of what's comfortable for you. I pretty much do both. You can see me here. I'm tweezing towards my body or away from my body at that angle. A lot of times people say that they can see what's coming out better that way, but I pretty much just do both. A lot of times it just depends on, you know, how much hair I'm taking out. You can see there I'm going back. Now that it's customized, I'm ready to style it. I'm just going to knock some of these ends off. I don't want those straggly ends on there so that the hair has a really finished look. Okay, so I'm pretty much just only like knocking off those ends. I'm not really trying to do a major haircut. I just want to make sure that it's nice and neat when I do my styling for the finished look. Now I'm going to take my flat irons and I'm only going to flat iron the ends. I'm not going to flat iron the entire look because I am going to go in with a beach wave. But I want that beach wave to have that straight effect on the ends. So you'll notice I'm using my Shator flat irons. I love these flat irons. So I'll put the information below so that you can get yours. I've been using them for over a month now and I am very satisfied. Okay, so I am using my wand. I am going to do some slight beach wave. And I'm going to leave the ends straight. You don't have to make it tight. It just depends because they will drop on their own. And I will not be putting this unit on until the next day. So mine is a little tight for me. Okay, so the goal is to make sure that it is nice and thin and flat and even. I have a lot of forehead space, guys. If your customer does not have a lot of forehead space, you want to be careful with this, with glue, any type of glue. I don't want to put globs of glue on their hair where, you know, it's going through the cavity, it's getting on their hair, because I'm trying not to put the frontal so forward. But I don't want them to have a hard time taking it off, and I don't want to have a hard time taking it off at maintenance. Okay, so part two, I'm about to cut this hair off. Do not come in my comments talking about, why are you cutting all of that beautiful hair? Because I am a teacher and I am here to educate you and give you different techniques. You're welcome. All right, guys, so now that we're done with that, I am going to section the hair off, and I'm going to decide where I want to start that cut. I'm going to start it in the middle. I have other videos on here as well where I show different cuts. I am going to make this a little wispy, so I'm using my razor and I'm cutting it from left to right, starting in the middle so that I can get the cut, you know, even. If you get a little bit of uneven hairs, just go ahead and get them. You've noticed I twisted the hair so that it would angle from side to side. Okay, so here I brought my hair down. Then I'm going to pull that hair out at 45 and blend it with the hair that's already cut at the bottom. Now I want to pull the sides over to the middle and cut it down at 45 as well. That's going to leave the hair that's going to swing forward so that it swings at an angle, and I can cut it at a 45. Now I want to bring the hair from the front so that I can make sure that everything is even on the left and right. Okay, so now I'm just doing the same exact thing. I'm pulling the hair back into the middle and cutting it at 45 so that hair that swings forward is at an angle, and I'm just cleaning it up here. I'm going to pull that hair straight out for more layers and cut that hair at a slight 45 right there. And I'm going to pull everything to the middle. Okay, so what we're gonna do first, we're gonna do this on the left and right hand side. I'm gonna show you on the right side. You're gonna pull this hair down straight at 90, and we're going to continue to blend that at a 45 angle using your razor. Anything that you see hanging, you can go ahead and get. I'm gonna pull it straight out on the sides and cut that at a 45 as well, so that I can add some texture and some more layers. So I'm just freehanding it. I'm not really trying to make it too, perfect, because I want it to be wispy, but I am using the same technique or cutting techniques when I cut, so that I'm having some type of sequence as to my end result. Okay, when it comes to the bang area, I want to slant that a little bit. I'm going to decide how long I actually want that bang to be, and I'll cut a piece so that I have something to go by. And then I'm going to blend everything according to that piece that I cut. And I'm going to angle that all the way to the side at a 45-degree angle. Okay, so I decided to round brush it to give it a little bit of body. I had already started it, and now I am just finishing it up, and I will put my curls in afterwards. All right, so I'm gonna go in with some small flat irons in the back and curl it. I was going to just use the flat irons on the entire head, but I changed my mind because I wanted to make sure I was gonna have enough body as to what I was going for. So right here you see me using my flat irons, but I'm gonna switch this up because I felt like it was just too flat for me. Okay, so I'm going to go in with my barrel curlers. They're going to give me the most volume, and I just feel like that would be the best thing for the outcome of the style that I'm trying to achieve. So I had to change it up, and if you notice, I am curling it, and I'm still kind of like leaving the ends a little straight. If they're too tightly curled on the ends, it's gonna, I want to give it kind of like a wispy look on the ends. If you're not getting that wispy look, you can go back behind it with your flat irons and kind of flatten out the end pieces. Did you like it long or short? Comment below. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe below.